now on WRDE Coast TV.
We're looking at a warm and kind of a muggy start to our Labor Day. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, but we're headed for the 90s, not only today, but for the next several days. You can call it a September heat wave. I'll tell you how long it lasts coming up in just a bit.
Situation in Rehoboth Beach, the search for a missing swimmer. Hours spent looking for a Maryland man believed to have been struggling in the water. He's yet to be found.
A working trip and not a vacation. That is what President Biden is saying about his current stay along our coast.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. It is Monday, September 4th, 2023. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
It is Monday. It is Labor Day.
That's right.
And as we've been saying, it's the unofficial end to the summer season. So pour one out for summer.
Exactly. R.I.P. summer. But we're looking forward to fall. And we were saying earlier, I kind of think we're in this sweet spot right now where summer fans and fall fans, we're just getting along.
Well, as you know, if you live around here, you know that there's still plenty of good opportunities. If you love the beach, there are plenty of opportunities still throughout this month to go to the beach before you really get that fall chill that kicks in.
Definitely. But we do have some warnings and things to tell you about, especially if you're heading to the beach today. So we'll bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. He joins us with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Paige and Matt. Good morning, Delmarva, on this Labor Day. And yeah, the water is still turbulent out there from the tropical cyclone. So we're still looking at a high rip current risk. Want to be careful out there. But we are looking at very warm conditions as September can still be a warm month. And it will be, at least for the next few days. 60s and 70s this morning. 72 in Georgetown, Millsboro, 72. Delmar, you're waking up to 65, 69 Ocean Pines, and Salisbury right now at 69 degrees. We've got a little bit of a wind blowing out of the west-northwest. It's an offshore wind, and typically when we're talking about heat and an offshore wind, that means everybody's usually hot, and that should be the case for today. Mainly clear skies now, but we're seeing some clouds to our north and west, Maryland, now northern Delaware into Jersey and Pennsylvania, even a few sprinkles up into Pennsylvania and New England as a little disturbance is sliding through, and that will increase the clouds for us throughout the day, but I'm still looking at pretty hot temperatures. Here's Futurecast warming quickly through the 70s by 9. A lot of places already in the lower 80s by noon, middle 80s inland, some 70s along the coast, but you can see we have the clouds out there. We'll see some sun as well, upper 80s to lower 90s later on, so stay hydrated for sure, and make sure you find a nice shady spot and be by the coast if you can, and looking good for this evening. Here's today's checklist. Don't need the umbrella or raincoat despite the fact that we're looking at a lot of clouds. Stay hydrated with water, try to avoid the alcohol, find a nice shady spot, hang out by the pool or beach, and make sure you have your sunglasses and that higher SPF sunscreen as well.
Well, we do have breaking news from overnight as a 31-year-old Maryland man missing following an extensive search in the ocean waters in Rehoboth Beach.
Yeah, that's right. So according to Rehoboth Beach's police department, Richard Boateng, who you see right there of Savage, Maryland, he was last seen in the ocean in the area of Rehoboth Avenue. This was around 5:45 p.m.
Yeah, police say he was last seen wearing a blue and white swimsuit with a floral design, a blue swim cap. See some of the search efforts that were underway in the early evening hours on Sunday. Several agencies, including the Rehoboth Beach Patrol and the U.S. Coast Guard, responded to 911 calls.
It was a joint search of the water and the beaches north and south of where he was last seen. Police were reporting the Coast Guard was still searching the water in the early hours of this morning. This is a developing story. We will continue to keep you updated as more information becomes available.
Well, new this morning, President Biden, in about an hour from now, scheduled to board the Marine One helicopter at the Gordons Pond parking lot that's used as a landing site when the president is in town. This will be for a brief flight to the Dover Air Force Base. Here we have video of the president leaving Sunday evening mass at St. Edmunds in Rehoboth Beach. Biden's received criticism over the past few weeks for the amount of vacation time he has spent along our coast and in Lake Tahoe. He claims this trip is not a vacation. Now he will fly from Rehoboth Beach to Dover, and therefore it's a trip to Philadelphia to be part of a parade that will take place this morning in Philadelphia for Labor Day.
A 27-year-old man is being charged with first-degree murder. This comes after a road rage incident left one person dead. That's all according to Delaware State Police. Police are saying that Joel Reynoso of Henderson, Maryland, is being held currently on over $1 million cash bond. Police say that Reynoso was driving aggressively on Halltown Road in a Nissan pickup truck when he nearly hit the victim who was driving a Dodge Durango. Now, according to police, the two drivers, they got out of their vehicles. They engaged in a physical fight that witnesses broke up. But then police say that Reynoso shot the victim in the torso. He then stayed in his truck until he was then arrested. Delaware State Police also announcing a new partnership to increase security. The agency has partnered with IDEMIA. That is a security and authentication solutions provider that offers Identico. Now, that is a program to help people prove their identity in person or online. The program includes an online portal that gives authorized users secure access to their results, which minimizes the wait time to be delivered after a fingerprinting service. The department saying that it is expanding this enrollment center to 9 partnering locations in the state.
Millions of Americans are enjoying this Labor Day weekend with family, friends, and food. It's not the case for about 70,000 people who were stranded in Nevada.
Yeah, this story really crazy here. The annual Burning Man festival, it got soaked by major rains. It trapped tens of thousands of attendees in the Black Rock Desert. John Lawrence shows us now these conditions and what attendees are saying about this unexpected turn of events.
So much water. We are flooded.
The 2023 Burning Man Festival got pounded with severe weather over the weekend, leaving behind ankle-deep mud for roughly 70,000 attendees.
Here's what it looks like on your feet. It's horrible. Everything is wet. Everything is muddy.
The location of the annual event, the Black Rock Desert, received 2 to 3 months worth of rain Friday and Saturday.
We're going to be stuck here at least a couple days. This is nuts.
At one point, festival officials were stopping people from entering or exiting the area, but many of those trapped lent a hand to those in need.
Everybody was being really wonderful. It's a great community. People were helping each other, offering food and water and shelter to those who needed it. And if anything, I think it probably made the core community a lot stronger.
The Pershing County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying it is investigating a death that occurred during the rainstorm, and relatives of the victim have been notified. According to a White House official, President Joe Biden has been briefed on the matter, and the administration is working with state and local officials. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, the highlight of the event it's called the Man Burn. It couldn't take place Sunday night because of those weather conditions that we showed you. It's now set to take place tonight.
We still have more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
That's right, Paige. Governor Carney in Delaware calling for a special session. The vacancy on the Superior Court that led to this action of the General Assembly. Coast TV News Today is back after this.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
Sanctuaire by Shell Brothers ensures a healthier, more comfortable environment for you and your family. Our advanced HVAC system circulates fresh air into the home to maintain healthy indoor air quality. We use hospital-grade air filters to remove harmful air particles like bacteria and mold. Smart thermostats and variable speed air handlers work together to independently reduce humidity while improving energy efficiency. Sanctuaire by Shell Brothers, included with every Shell Brothers home.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
It is 6:10 on our Labor Day morning. Here's our Tidal Health Cam from Seaford, looking at a nice peaceful pond. Starting to see some daylight now, and sun's up at 6:33. Watch out for a little bit of fog if you do have to work today. 65 in Delmar, 72 Georgetown, Redden 67, Bethany Beach right now 72. We've got a light west-northwest breeze, and that will be a warm to hot wind today. We're looking at mostly clear skies now, but you can see the clouds building through Maryland, northern Delaware, and Jersey, and then points north, and these clouds will funnel in throughout the day. I think we'll be keeping it dry. So if you're taking a stroll on the boardwalk in Bethany Beach, we're in good shape. Looking at lower 70s early today. And then as we go through the morning, warming to about 80 by 9, partly cloudy skies, 11, 85 degrees, but much warmer inland, looking at 90s. I'll have more on this September heat wave coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, the Indian River School District says the cost of student breakfast and lunch will stay the same in 2023 and 2024. This is the 19th consecutive year without an increase in meal prices. Board of Education approved these meal prices at its most recent meeting, which was August 28th. The district says student breakfast at all grade levels, that'll cost 60 cents. Elementary school lunch will be $1, and for middle and high school students, that will be $1.10. Also, reduced price lunch at all grade levels, that'll be 40 cents. There's also no change to the cost of the a la carte items on the menu. According to an order signed by Governor John Carney, the Senate in Delaware expected to commence September 8th at 11 a.m. at Legislative Hall. Senate is convening as the governor is asking this to be a session to review the consideration of the nomination of Kathleen Miller as judge of the Delaware Superior Court.
SAG-AFTRA, already on strike against major TV and film companies, says they may authorize another walkout, this time against major video game companies. The union announced Friday it will seek authorization from its members to strike against several video game makers. This comes ahead of negotiations scheduled to resume later this month. The union says talks have reached a stalemate and the strike authorization vote is needed as the union tries to negotiate pay increases, all to protect against artificial intelligence. The Biden administration has proposed new nursing home rules due to worker shortages across the nation. The proposal by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services would require nursing homes to hire more workers, but it did not include money to pay for new hires. The proposed standard was prompted following the hardships faced during the coronavirus pandemic when 200,000 nursing home residents died. Some nursing home operators saying the standard is not possible without additional funding for higher wages.
We're seeing a clear start to our Labor Day, maybe a little hazy on our dry tech cam from Ocean City. Right now 74, so watch out for a little haze, a little fog this morning. Otherwise, some clouds today, but still hot. We're looking at 90s not only today, but for the next few days. I'll talk about our mini September heat wave and when it breaks coming up after the break.
Before you celebrate your new home, protect your surfaces with HydroShield. HydroShield prevents unwanted stains from penetrating the surfaces in your home. Our eco-friendly formulas eliminate the need for toxic chemicals, protecting you and your family. You paid good money for your surfaces. Protect them with HydroShield. Call today for your free total home protection estimate. And relax, we have you covered.
Learn more about our total home protection at hydroshielddelmarva.com.
Accurate is protecting thousands of homes on Delmarva from the destruction of termites. The Sentricon Termite Colony Elimination System is a unique standalone treatment that eliminates termites at the source. Our team of certified Sentricon specialists will come out, inspect, and make sure that all and any termite activity is discovered to ensure that your home is treated accurately. With no fear of leaching out of your soils and into our waterways, you can trust that Sentricon will keep your home protected 24/7, 365. Accurate termite and pest control, on target since 1995.
sun, sand, and summertime style at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke. Dive into our huge in-stock selection to refresh your home. Ask about our prompt delivery and up to 24-month interest-free financing. Discover our charming children's selection. Try out our full range of Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress brand. Browse appliances that you can depend on, like Speed Queen, and trust our professional and experienced installation and service team. Make your home a reflection of you at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Your dirty vents may be telling you something. Pounds of dirt, dust, and contaminants are trapped in your air ducts. That's why you need a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We've been cleaning air ducts the right way for over 25 years. Our NADCA certified technicians and powerful equipment clean your entire system, extracting the dirt into our trucks, removing it from your home completely. For better indoor air quality and improved HVAC efficiency,
call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
All right, it's 6:16 this morning. It's a live look at Ocean City on our Dry Tech camera. All's pretty calm there in Ocean City. I'm going to guess a little muggy. I'm going to say 70s this morning. I'll see if Bob can confirm later on.
Survey
says, well, not too bad for Labor Day.
Yeah, well, we know this is the unofficial end of summer, but as we've been talking about all morning, those temperatures, it sort of has that mid-July feel to it.
It does. But the good news is this time of year is the sun angle's a little lower in the sky, so it's not beating on you, that sun, as bad as it would be in July, guys. But you can still have that cookout. It's still going to be a warm day. And Paige, you're right. We have 70s this morning, but we also have 60s as well. Our 5-day temperature trend showing temperatures well above average. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That gets you to the Coast TV weather app and look at these high temperatures. You're thinking this is more like the 4th of July instead of Labor Day. Average high now is supposed to be 83. We're going to be about 10 degrees above that today with a high of 93, I'm believing, inland. 93 on Tuesday, 94 Wednesday, 94 on Thursday. And then we get a little break as we go into Friday. More clouds, maybe more showers, and a high of 89 at that time. And maybe a few records falling by the wayside. We'll have to see about that. Our temperatures this morning into the 60s and 70s. Greenwood 71, Georgetown waking up to 72, 69 Ocean Pines, and 73 in Rehoboth right now. And our winds are coming in light out of the west-northwest. It's an offshore wind, and anytime we get that and we're talking about heat, that usually means everybody is going to be warm. And even along the coast today, I think you'll see very warm conditions. Right now, it's mostly clear across Delaware and Maryland. Northern part of Delaware starting to see some clouds around Milford now, and you can see a pretty good deck of clouds from D.C. back through Dover, Philly, and Atlantic City, and even into Pennsylvania and New England. And we're watching these clouds moving in. They're not going to really give us anything in the way of rain, just some clouds as we go through the day. It's still going to be a hot day, and seeing maybe a few sprinkles out of those clouds up in New England. Here's Futurecast this morning. We've got the clouds increasing, but even though we have the clouds, it's still going to be warm, up to 80 in Millsboro by 9 a.m. and 70s and 80s along the coast, upper 80s by noon, inland areas. And I think many places, upper 80s, lower 90s by 3:30, 70s and 80s along the beaches. We will have some cloud cover, but I think we'll keep it dry for your Labor Day cookout or hanging out by the pool. Overnight, mostly clear skies. By Tuesday morning, we're seeing temperatures in the 70s, and by noon tomorrow, here we go again. A few more clouds, and it's going to be hot. Upper 80s, we're into the lower 90s by the afternoon hours, and a little cooler along the beaches. Look at Dewey Beach, 77, but Rehoboth just down the road is 89, so that sea breeze will kick in for some folks as we go through time. And as we go through this morning, you can see mainly an offshore wind, but by this evening, maybe a little bit of a sea breeze, keeping you a little cooler along the beaches. Then just back to an offshore wind Tuesday morning, and then back to the sea breeze as we go into Tuesday afternoon. So we'll see variable winds as we go through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What it means is, well, we're looking at muggy conditions the next 3 days, and then it gets even more humid than that and maybe miserable by the end of the week. So those feels like temperatures today, yeah, it will be hot, but not as bad as it could be. Still feeling like mid-90s inland, 70s and 80s along the beaches by Tuesday afternoon, upper 90s from Ellendale down to Selbyville. And then as we go into Wednesday, even hotter, feeling like 100 in Millsboro up to Georgetown and Allendale. So throughout this heat wave, make sure you stay hydrated with water because it will be a hot one the next few days. Your Paul Davis 7. 7-day forecast. 93 today, up to 93 on Tuesday. Morning lows in the 70s as we go Tuesday through the end of the week. Wednesday and Thursday still hot. Highs around 94 degrees. Then we get a break by Friday, 89 with a few showers and storms. A better chance of rain on Saturday. Not the best timing, but we certainly need the rain. I don't think it's going to be raining all day. A high of 85 and then still an isolated shower or storm heading into Sunday and a high of 82.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. A reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations. We are talking about Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM. 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
We have a heads up for deer hunters in Maryland. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources did announce that archery hunting season for white-tailed and Sika deer, it opens in just a few days, September 8th. The department says new this season, if you want to hunt for Sika deer, you must buy a Sika hunting stamp. This in addition to the archery stamp. You can buy those on the department's online licensing site. Also, the department saying that archers can use vertical longbows and vertical recurve bows February 1st to the 3rd of next year. The department says that the season ends January 31st.
A new season on the way. I'm Mallory Metzner. Coming up, I'll show you all of the fall events to mark down on your calendar to plan for the next season.
The WRDE Coast TV News app. Coverage you can count on.
You have the power to leave the world a little better than you found it. You have the power to live a more carefree life. You have the power to make your home more energy efficient and less costly to operate. Solar from Clean Energy USA can give you that power. With over 14 years of experience and thousands of systems installed, solar power is more attainable than ever with generous incentives, making it less costly than you may think. Contact Clean Energy USA today to get your power.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
In Sussex County, Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need. Powered by over 30,000 square feet of inventory at brass sales and an amazingly knowledgeable staff, we offer plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, and even roofing and skirting for your manufactured home. Plus an extensive selection of parts and supplies for your RV no matter the class, size, or style. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply in Long Neck, Delaware. Your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Today being Labor Day, tomorrow, Wednesday, kids going back to school, children going back to school, so that sort of has that fall feel. Football's back. I know that's big for you. Your pumpkin spice stuff is that. But since the summer fun's ending, that doesn't mean the fun ends in the fall.
Not at all. I mean, think about all the holidays we have coming up and just the great weather ahead. So Coast TV's Mallory Metzner is going to show us some cool things you can do this upcoming season.
Looking ahead this fall, every weekend is jam-packed with concerts, parades, and more, all to celebrate the fall season and the holidays that come with it. Get a taste of what the coast has to offer this fall at the Southern Delaware Food and Wine Festival. Watch the signature Chef Throwdown competition. Sodell Fest is at the Nassau Valley Vineyards in Lewis this year on September 16th from noon to 3:30. Celebrate Hispanic culture at the annual Festival Hispano on Sunday, September 17th. North Race Street in downtown Georgetown will be the spot for music, dances, and Latino cuisine. At Draper Media, we're inviting you to celebrate health, wealth, and home at the Shore Living Expo. Watch live demonstrations and shop local vendors from crafts to home and from boats to cars to RVs. This is an event you won't want to miss. Admission is free at the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center on September 30th from 10 to 4. The Apple Scrapple Festival takes place October 13th and 14th in Bridgeville. Other than Scrapple, there's a carnival, live performances, crafters, vendors, and more. The Oceans Calling Music Festival is looking to make a comeback after it was canceled last year due to Hurricane Ian. The festival takes place September 29th through October 1st on the Ocean City Boardwalk. The Milton Theater is bringing the living and the undead together at the annual Zombie Fest. Starting at 4 p.m. on October 21st, there will be a costume contest, live music, and even a zombie walk. The Sea Witch Festival is in its 33rd year. The Sea Witch Snapper is this year's mascot. Wear your spookiest costumes on October 27th through the 29th and watch the iconic Sea Witch balloon float down Rehoboth Avenue in the annual parade. One Thanksgiving tradition is working out before the big feast. The annual Bethany Beach Turkey Trot is on Thanksgiving Day. Shelbyville has a whole lineup of holiday fun, starting with the Fall Harvest on October 21st. Then the Kids Spooktacular on the 27th, a Wicked Brew Bash on the 28th. The Winter Celebration opens for the season on November 18th. You might even see the Coast TV News and Telemundo Delmarva team at some of those events. For even more things to do this fall, head over to our website, WRDE.com.
Well, the sun's going to be out today. We know that. The heat's going to be up, which probably means the SPF
is on.
Is up. Up and on.
Yes, the SPF is up and on. So I'm going to say 5 and over, 30 SPF or more.
You're in that 30 to 130 range.
Right. I'm trying to be generous here. Yeah, if I could put SPF 100 on all of us, Bob, I would. But I'm trying to be gracious.
130 SPF?
Paige's got a special.
But with how much I put on, it probably equals 130.
Okay. Yeah, you know, we are going to see some clouds today, but, you know, the UV rays still sneak through the cloud cover. So we do have high numbers the next several days. I know it's September, but we're looking at 8s as we go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then it backs off a little bit by Thursday and Friday with more cloud cover as we go into that time period. But you've heard it all summer long, but you really want to be careful still this time of year. Make sure you have the higher SPF, as Paige said, of at least 30. Find the midday shade, maybe take lunch inside, and then make sure you limit your time outdoors as well. And make sure to reapply the SPF sunscreen too when you get out of the pool or out of the ocean, because a lot of the times it rinses off. And avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon. Always a good idea. At least that sun angle is a little lower. But we've got some hot September days on the way. I'll break it down coming up in a few minutes.
Looking forward to it, Bob. Thank you. Still ahead on Coast TV News today, the search still on for a missing swimmer who disappeared in the waters of Rehoboth Beach. What authorities say the swimmer was wearing when he went missing.
And coming up this morning, President Biden scheduled to leave Delaware. What are you saying about the purpose of this particular trip to our coast?
And Governor John Carney saying the Senate will come together for a special meeting later this week. What he says is the reason for getting legislators together again. Don't go anywhere.
Do you have one of these? Let us turn it into this. It's not magic. It's the Car Store's Buying Center. We make it easy and it's hassle-free. Call today or visit yourbuyingcenter.com.
Mark your calendars. The second annual OC Adventure Fest is set for September 22nd to the 24th. National music acts like Don McLean, hunting, fishing, gun show, canine working dog exhibition, and more. There will be something for everyone. Come join the fun. For more information and to purchase your tickets now, go to ocadventurefest.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Bryce Bryan with East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We'd like to take a minute to thank you, Delmarva. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. For 10 years of business, whether it's plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or kitchen and bathroom remodeling, we have proudly served over 50,000 homes in the area, making us Delmarva's top service provider. So from all of us at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Delmarva. Pick up the phone and call East Coast Plumbing. I can't get enough of your love. I can't get
Delmarva's classic rock. Big 107.7.
The Buying Center. We're here to buy your car or truck. Get an offer in minutes and get paid the same day. It's fast, it's easy, and you can get paid the same day. Call the Buying Center now at 302-381-2674.
Now on WRDE Coast TV.
It's a mild start to our Labor Day. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, but a big warm up into the 90s, not only today, but really all week long. I'll have more on the September heat wave coming up in a few minutes.
Now, a search for a missing swimmer. Hours spent in Rehoboth Beach looking for a Maryland man believed to be struggling in the water. He's yet to be found.
Working trip, not a vacation. That is what President Biden is saying about his current stay along our coast.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
September 4th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
It's 6:31 on this Monday morning. It's Labor Day morning, and whether you are making your way out the door or just having that cup of coffee, you have the day off, or you're frantically packing, trying to get out the door and head back up the road. Thank you for being with us.
Definitely. Hey, we've all been there.
We have.
We have, definitely. But altogether, not a terrible day to start the unofficial end of summer, I should say.
It should be the unofficial start to fall.
Either way, yeah. Glass is half full, no matter how you're looking at it. And we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy to talk about this unofficial start to fall. Good morning, Bob.
Talking a lot of unofficial things here. Officially, it is a mild start to our Labor Day. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Delmarva. 60s and 70s. If you're out the door this morning, if you have to go to work, watch out for a little patchy fog. Otherwise, mostly clear skies. Redden 67. Good morning, Delmar 65 for you. Salisbury 69. Bethany Beach right now at 72 degrees. And we have a light offshore wind. And anytime we're talking about, well, hot temperatures, offshore wind means usually everybody's hot, even along the coast later on. We're looking at mostly clear skies right now. We've got clouds moving in. D.C. starting to see clouds. Baltimore, Dover, Atlantic City, also up into Pennsylvania and New England. Even a few little showers up into that neck of the woods. But I think we're mainly looking at just these clouds moving in. But we're still going to warm up despite the clouds. And you can see that on Futurecast, the white indicating the clouds. Mid-morning, 70s to lower 80s inland. A little cooler along the beaches. But by noon, a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures middle 80s around Millsboro and Georgetown, close to 90 in those locations by afternoon. I think a lot of places lower 90s, especially in the sun, and just a little cooler at the beaches. And then we clear it out a little bit tonight. Here's your day part forecast. Make sure you have the sunscreen and the water. Stay hydrated as we warm quickly through the 80s into the 90s. And we've got a string of these 90-plus degree days. I'll talk about the September heat wave coming up in a few minutes.
Now, we have breaking news from overnight as a 31-year-old Maryland man remains missing. This is following an extensive search in the ocean waters in Rehoboth Beach.
That's right. According to the city's police department, Richard Boateng, who you see there, of Savage, Maryland, was last seen in the ocean in the area of Rehoboth Avenue around 5:45 p.m.
Rehoboth Beach police say he was last seen wearing a blue and white swimsuit with a floral design, a blue swim cap. Several agencies, including the Rehoboth Beach Patrol and the U.S. Coast Guard, responded to 911 calls.
It was a joint search of the water and the beaches, both north and south of where Boateng was last seen. Police were reporting Coast Guard was still searching the water in the early hours of this morning. This, of course, is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated as we learn more information.
Well, new this morning, President Biden, in about an hour from now, is scheduled to board the Marine One helicopter at the Gordons Pond parking lot, and that will be for a brief flight to the Dover Air Force Base. Now, we have some video that we're showing you here of the president leaving Sunday evening mass at St. Edmunds in Rehoboth Beach. Biden has received criticism over the past few weeks for the amount of vacation time he has spent along our coast and also in Lake Tahoe. He claims this particular trip is not a vacation.
The reason I'm here today, just for one day, I know I'm on vacation. I'm not. I have no home to go to. The Secret Service has torn my house up in a good way to make it secure. So I have no place to go when I come to Delaware except here right now. I'm only here for one day.
So from Rehoboth Beach, Biden will fly to Dover Air Force Base to board Air Force One, that'll be for a flight to Philadelphia where he's expected to give remarks later this morning at the annual Tri-State Labor Day Parade in that city.
A 27-year-old man is being charged with first-degree murder after a road rage shooting left one man dead. That is according to Delaware State Police. Police say that Joel Reynoso of Henderson, Maryland, is being held on over $1 million cash bond. Police say Reynoso was driving aggressively on Halltown Road in a pickup truck when he nearly hit somebody in a Dodge Durango. That person he nearly hit was the victim. According to police, the two got out of their vehicles. They engaged in a physical fight that witnesses broke up. But then police say Reynoso shot the victim, but he then stayed in his truck until he was arrested.
Delaware State Police announced a new partnership to increase security. The agency has partnered with IDE MIA. That's a security authentication solutions provider. This will offer Identigo. It's a program to help people prove their identity in person or online. Program includes an online portal that gives authorized users secure access to their status and results. This takes down the wait time for results to be delivered after a fingerprinting service. The department says it is expanding its enrollment centers to 9 partnering locations in Delaware. Millions of Americans, they are enjoying this Labor Day weekend. One final chance to be with family, friends, have some food. It's not the case for about 70,000 people who are stranded in Nevada.
Really incredible story here. You're going to see some video, too, in a moment. The annual Burning Man Festival, it got soaked by major rains. This ended up trapping tens of thousands of people in the Black Rock Desert. John Lawrence shows us these conditions and what attendees are saying about this turn of events.
So much water. We are flooded. The 2023 Burning Man Festival got pounded with severe weather over the weekend, leaving behind ankle-deep mud for roughly 70,000 attendees.
Here's what it looks like on your feet. It's horrible. Everything is wet. Everything is muddy.
The location of the annual event, the Black Rock Desert, received 2 to 3 months worth of rain Friday and Saturday. We're going to be stuck here at least a couple days. This is nuts. At one point, festival officials were stopping people from entering or exiting the area, but many of those trapped lent a hand to those in need.
Everybody was being really wonderful. It's a great community. People were helping each other, offering food and water and shelter to those who needed it. And if anything, I think it probably made the core community a lot stronger.
The Pershing County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying it is investigating a death that occurred during the rainstorm, and relatives of the victim have been notified. According to a White House official, President Joe Biden has been briefed on the matter, and the administration is working with state and local officials. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, the highlight of this event is called the Man Burn. It was scheduled for Sunday night, but because of the weather conditions that did not take place, the Man Burn is now set to take place tonight.
And we still have more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, Paige, you got a video game strike to talk about. Workers seeking to authorize a walkout against several video game makers, the issue that has caused a stalemate in negotiations.
And Governor Carney calling for a special session, the vacancy on the Delaware Supreme Court that led to this action of the General Assembly. Coast TV News Today is back after this.
Join us for the Run White and Blue 5K, Thursday, September 7th at Delaware Tech's Georgetown campus. Registration begins at 5, with the race starting at 6. All proceeds support scholarships for veterans and first responders. Be sure to stick around after for post-race cookout and games the whole family will enjoy. Register at go.dtcc.edu/run5k. See you at the starting line on September 7th for the Run White and Blue 5K.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
We get new inventory in all the time.
Literally every single day.
Things that you can buy off the floor. You come in, you see it, you can take it with you that day, or we deliver same week.
I mean, I know that if you order something online, it's weeks upon weeks before receiving it.
In stock, designer home furnishings, 50 to 80% off every day.
You see it today, you can take it today, or we load it up.
We can help load it up.
Let us make your house a home.
At that furniture store.
3 miles south of Del Mar.
Spiders. They contaminate your food, invade your home, hang from your ceilings and windows. But did you know almost all spiders carry venom, instilling fear amongst residents across Delmarva? With just one call, we can clobber them all. Bennett Termite's quarterly treatment program is the most effective way to prevent insects and other pests from entering your home. And every service is monitored by our supervisor. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Just about 6:41 on this Labor Day Monday morning, looking at a mix of sun and clouds now. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp, 65 in Laurel. Beautiful shot there. Watch out for a little ground fog if you are headed out this morning. If you're just watching us and have the day off, good for you. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s, 72 in Georgetown, Millsboro 72, Bethany Beach 72. We've got a light wind coming out of the west. It's an offshore wind, and that's going to be a warm wind as we go through the day. It's mainly clear now, but we are starting to see these thicker clouds off to the north, and they will be filling in through the day. But still, it is going to be hot, and that has us with a higher UV index. Here's our Face of Grace UV index, a practice in sun safety. We have an 8 today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Use extra caution. A little lower Thursday and Friday. So you know the drill. The higher SPF. Make sure to reapply it when you come out of the pool or the ocean. Find that midday shade. Maybe take the lunch indoors. Limit your time outdoors and avoid the sun when it's highest in the sky. That's from about 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We've got more sun and September heat on the way. I'll talk about it coming up in a few moments.
Well, the Indian River School District says the cost of student breakfast and lunch for the 2023-2024 academic school year, it is going to remain the same as it was for last year. In fact, this is the 19th consecutive year without an increase in meal prices. Board of Education recently approved these prices at its meeting on August 28th. The district says student breakfast at all grade levels, that will be 60 cents. For elementary school lunch, that will be $1. And then for middle and high school students, that will be $1.10. Reduced price lunch at all grade levels, that will cost 40 cents. And then there is also no change to the cost of a la carte items. According to an order signed by Governor Carney, the Senate in Delaware expected to reconvene on September the 8th, that's this Friday, at 11 a.m. at Legislative Hall. Governor wants the Senate to use the session to review the consideration of the nomination of Kathleen Miller as a judge for the Delaware Superior Court.
SAG-AFTRA, already on strike against major TV and film companies, may authorize a second walkout, this one against major video game companies. The union announced Friday it will seek authorization from its members to strike against several video game makers ahead of negotiations scheduled to resume later this month. The union says talks have reached a stalemate and the strike authorization vote is needed as the union tries to negotiate pay increases and protection from artificial intelligence. The Biden administration has proposed new nursing home rules due to worker shortages across our nation. The proposal by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services would require nursing homes to hire more workers, but it didn't include money to pay for those new hires. The proposed standard was prompted following the hardships during the coronavirus pandemic when 200,000 nursing home residents died. Some nursing home operators saying the standard is just not possible without additional funding for higher wages.
Coming up after the break, it's the start of a new week, so that means we have some new coastal pets to tell you about. That's coming up.
And we're seeing a nice start to our week across the coast and Delmarva Hershey Exteriors Camp. Some clouds, some blue skies. That'll be the theme today. 74 in Ocean City. We're warming into the 90s today. Not only today, the next several days. I'll have a look at your work week forecast coming up. Back to school as well after the break.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, Weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Teaching your dog leash manners can be challenging. You might even feel embarrassed to take your dog into public settings. Professional training at Delmarva Canine is the best way to help break bad habits. We offer one-on-one training that teaches your dog to focus on the handler and not to react to other distractions. Once your dog learns leash manners, you'll be able to enjoy taking your well-behaved dog everywhere. Schedule a free evaluation today.
To learn more about Delmarva Canine, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
When you want a new or restored residential or commercial deck, roof, or balcony, contact Delmarva Roofing and Coating to make the switch to DuraDeck today. For over 15 years, they've been consistently one of the largest installers in the U.S., installing over 1 million square feet of DuraDeck decks. With at least 10 years of experience, their certified installers install the pre-manufactured sheets to almost any surface. Plus, Delmarva Roofing and Coating also offers warranties for water tightness and aesthetics. Make the choice that lasts. DuraDeck. Find out more at delmarvaroofing.com.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Season 2, September 18th.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva. Simply the best for less.
Window World, the #1 replacement window company, specializes in roofing too. Save $500 off a new CertainTeed roofing system, which offers heavier shingles for better protection and durability. Many colors to choose from. 0% financing available for 18 months. Superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
It is 6:46 on your Monday morning. That is a live look at Rehoboth Beach on our Boardwalk Plaza cam. Not really surprised there on this Labor Day weekend. How many people already up? Even some tents on the beach. Look at that.
Yeah, they're getting the mark in their spot
Yeah.
right now on the beach. Hey, Bob, Paige, just so we're clear, we still have a few more weeks of summer. Summer doesn't end, I think, on the calendar until like September 20th, 21st, somewhere in there. So today is a very good reminder that we are still in the summer season.
That's right. And Bob, we have some 90s even on the way.
Yeah, 90s on the way. We've had them yesterday, guys. We're going to see more today and then more in the days to come. So it's going to be hot from the atmosphere and then hot from the grill as well. Fire up the grill, the unofficial end to summer, as Matt just mentioned. We still have a few more weeks until we officially hit it in about 19 days. But today, a beautiful day to fire up the grill. Look at the burgers and the corn and the hot dogs. They look yummy. 93, a light west wind, so enjoy your Labor Day. And if you're headed to the pool as well, we're in good shape there, too. Make sure you scan the QR code to get the Coast TV weather app. Take that with you to the beach or pool, wherever you're headed today. 72 in Georgetown, Millsboro right now, 72. A little cooler in Selbyville at 68. We've got 70 stretching from Bethany Beach all the way up to Lewis right now. So a beautiful start to the day. You can see all those folks getting out to the beach to get their spot nice and early as we have a light offshore breeze. And anytime we see that, that's usually telling us that it is going to be pretty hot when we're talking about a heat wave. And we're looking at mainly clear skies right now. There are a few clouds through D.C. and Dover and New Jersey and Pennsylvania and even up into New England. You see a little bit of green here, maybe a few sprinkles as well. But we're going to be seeing some of that cloud cover dropping in. I'm not expecting anything in the way of precipitation. So don't need a plan B. Stick with plan A. As we're looking at Futurecast, showing those clouds moving in by 9 a.m. already. Lower 80s from Ellendale down to Selbyville, some 70s along the coast, but even along the beaches, I think we'll see pretty warm conditions today. 86 at Lewis at noon, 83 at Bethany Beach, upper 80s inland. And by 3:30, look at Lewis is at 90, but then Dewey Beach is 79. So it depends if you get in on that little sea breeze there. Otherwise, inland, upper 80s and lower 90s. We have the clouds, and I think those clouds clear out a little bit tonight. And then Tuesday morning, it's another mild start. Temperatures into the 70s, and tomorrow, pretty much a carbon copy of today. A few clouds, and by afternoon, lower 90s, inland 70s along some beach locations, and we keep it pretty mild into Tuesday evening. Offshore wind today, but then they become more variable. A little bit of a sea breeze will keep you a little cooler along the beaches later this evening and tonight, and then by Tuesday, it's back to an offshore wind, but then by the afternoon and evening, it looks like everybody starts getting in on the sea breeze degrees as we go into Tuesday. So it could be a case we get into the 90s and then you cool back into the 80s once the wind kicks in off the ocean. Here's our muggy meter, and we are keeping it pretty humid as we go through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then by the end of the week, we're going to increase rain chances and increase the humidity levels as well. Feels like temperatures today, stay hydrated, feeling like low to mid 90s inland, a little cooler along the beaches, and then even worse on Tuesday, feeling like mid to upper 90s, Georgetown, Ellendale, back through Selbyville, and by Wednesday, even worse. Look at this triple-digit heat showing up, feeling like 100 in Long Neck, Georgetown, and Ellendale, in 80s and 90s along the coast. So once again, be prepared for summer-like conditions the next several days. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 93 today, sun and clouds, and that'll be the case through Thursday, 93 Tuesday, 94 Wednesday and Thursday. I'm sure somewhere in there will set a new record. Friday, we're looking at a few storms possible, a better chance of rain on Saturday, not an all-day rain, 85, and then a little cooler Sunday, 82 with an isolated storm.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. As a reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations. We're showing them for you on your screen. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM, 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
Deer hunters in Maryland, you'll probably want to listen up. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources has announced that archery hunting season for white-tailed and Sika deer, it begins September 8th. The department's saying new this season, if you want to hunt Sika deer, you must buy a Sika hunting stamp. This in addition to the archery stamp. You can buy those on the department's licensing website. The department says archers can use vertical longbows and vertical recurve bows February 1st to the 3rd of next year. And they are also reminding you the season ends January 31st. It is 6:51. It's time now to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And today's pet is Linus, a 6-year-old orange tabby who was rescued by his cat mom, Emily, in 2020. He loves his cat mom even more on the days, get this page, when she gives him his favorite cat food.
Understandable.
Understandable indeed. Linus is playful, affectionate, and what it says here, has just enough cat-attitude.
Catitude.
Yeah.
Okay, Linus, I love it. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us those adorable photos. You can do that first by taking a look at your screen.
Right, you can email us at content@wrde.com, then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. like you're doing now for all the pets that we feature.
A new season on the way. I'm Mallory Metzner. Coming up, I'll show you all of the fall events to mark down on your calendar to plan for the next season.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
The 11th Annual True Blue Jazz Festival is coming your way October 11th through 15th. The big bands, vocal divas, the virtuoso players like Camille Thurman and the Darrell Green Quartet, Bobby Sanabria's Multiverse Latin Jazz Big Band, Jerry Weldon, Terrell Stafford, Libby York, Paula Johns, the annual Big Band Jazz Marathon, ticketed and free concerts with great local and regional jazz acts in Rehoboth Beach and Lewis, Delaware for everyone. Make plans to be there at the 11th Annual True Blue Jazz Festival. Get your tickets now. See the complete schedule at truebluejazz.org.
Smart shades set the vibe. Protection from the sun. Party vibes. Relaxed in bed. Cozy vibes. Lower energy bills. Energy savings vibes. Smart shades do the work for you, making it easier to create the right vibe. Book your free consultation today at budgetblinds.com.
It is important to have a supportive employer in your corner, a company that offers on-site health care to save you time and money. That's right, access to a doctor's office while at work at no cost to you. Work schedules to fit your lifestyle, matched 401k to prepare you for retirement, paid vacation, and more. A company that you can count on and grow with. A company that you can have a career with. An employer like Amick Farms. Visit countonamick.com to apply today.
Bath Guy. Do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No, son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Paige, the big question is, we've already addressed the are you ready for some football? Football's underway. I think I know the answer for this for you. Are you ready for the fall?
Of course. You know who else is?
Mallory
Metzner. Yep, she's going to show us some of the coolest things happening this upcoming season.
Looking ahead this fall, every weekend is jam-packed with concerts, parades, and more, all to celebrate the fall season and the holidays that come with it. Get a taste of what the coast has to offer this fall at the Southern Delaware Food and Wine Festival. Watch the signature Chef Throwdown competition. Sodell Fest is at the Nassau Valley Vineyards in Lewis this year on September 16th from noon to 3:30. Celebrate Hispanic culture at the annual Festival Hispano on Sunday, September 17th. North Race Street in downtown Georgetown will be the spot for music, dances, and Latino cuisine. At Draper Media, we're inviting you to celebrate health, wealth, and home at the Shore Living Expo. Watch live demonstrations and shop local vendors from crafts to home and from boats to cars to RVs. This is an event you won't want to miss. Admission is free at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center on September 30th from 10 to 4. The Apple Scrapple Festival takes place October 13th and 14th in Bridgeville. Other than Scrapple, there's a carnival, live performances, crafters, vendors, and more. The Oceans Calling Music Festival is looking to make a comeback after it was canceled last year due to Hurricane Ian. The festival takes place September 29th through October 1st on the Ocean City Boardwalk. The Milton Theater is bringing the living and the undead together at the annual Zombie Fest. Starting at 4 p.m. on October 21st, there will be a costume contest, live music, and even a zombie walk. The Sea Witch Festival is in its 33rd year. The Sea Witch Snapper is this year's mascot. Wear your spookiest costumes on October 27th through the 29th and watch the iconic Sea Witch balloon float down Rehoboth Avenue in the annual parade. One Thanksgiving tradition is working out before the big feast. The annual Bethany Beach Turkey Trot is on Thanksgiving Day. Shelbyville has a whole lineup of holiday fun, starting with the Fall Harvest on October 21st. Then the Kids Spooktacular on the 27th, a Wicked Brew Bash on the 28th. The Winter Celebration opens for the season on November 18th. You might even see the Coast TV News and Telemundo Delmarva team at some of those events. For even more things to do this fall, head over to our website, WRDE.com.
Our September heat wave continues. Your exclusive Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 93 today. And it doesn't end there. 93 Tuesday, 94 Wednesday and Thursday, probably some record highs, and then storms Friday, 89. And it looks like more rain into the weekend, 85 Saturday, 82 on Sunday.
All right, Bob, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
Have a great Monday morning and Labor Day, everybody.